Go live on YouTube, get that set up. All right. I'm excited to see everybody's submissions. I only submitted one thing. Also, be prepared. We're going to be playing more Claire Obscure. Coming I think tomorrow. I'm planning on playing it tomorrow. I want to play more of it. I want to get through act. I want to get grind a little bit more, but I want to play through Act 3, and then we could just grind to get everything else. But I really want to beat this game tomorrow, so I'm excited. I'm excited, and I think we could do it. We're pretty set with our builds right now. We can change it one of these days. I'll get it. Bryce. Sorry, I'm watching my friend Active stream and seeing. But yeah, if you're not playing at what? Okay, so my question is, in all of the games that have released, really, I feel like the only good game that's released recently that has been deserved like all your attention is Clear Obscure. And now I'm a glazer of Clear Obscure. I feel like a lot of my friends are. My friend Bryce Active really like Clear Obscure. There are just so many people. There are just so many people that are playing it. That I feel like any games that released recently, like I feel like probably got overshadowed, you know? Let's see. I want to go to like top sellers. I mean, there's Dune Awakening. Did that release officially today? No, it comes out June 10th. But it's very positive. But I feel like a lot of people will agree with this statement that Clear Obscure, although it's on the top sellers right now, I feel like Clear Obscure is Game of the Year. Because it was like a single player game, and it didn't come and went, and it was on Game Pass. So like, but there were a lot of people. Okay, hold on. It is overwhelmingly positive. All reviews. It's had 77,000 reviews, and it's overwhelmingly positive. I'm not even, like, hold on. Wait, there's over 113,000 reviews. Hold on, I want to scroll and see how long it takes to get a negative review.
Stole you.
I got dragged.
I hate it. Get dragged, idiots.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Sorry, everybody got dragged in at once. I'm scrolling. You guys, oh, hold on. You guys can't see it. Can I get a window capture, please? Steam. Okay, I'm scrolling. You guys. Oh shit. Okay, we're just gonna keep scrolling. I'm gonna keep scrolling until we get a negative view. Holy shit! This game, I cannot think of any like negative aspect of Clear Obscure. It is insane. And I'm not alone. Clearly. Hold on. I want to fuck. Back to the top. Back to the top. Okay. I want to see negative only. If you don't enjoy timed dodging, then don't buy this game. Two very good stories put together. What the fuck is that guy on? I'm sure this game would be amazing if it wasn't colorblind hostile. Lune is straight up impossible to play if the player's colorblind, especially when it's Trinopia. The colorblind mode does not appear to help with the HUD. I turned it up to max and could not tell the difference. I hate to give it a negative, but I'm not enjoying the combat system. The whole parry system trivializes fights, but the whole mechanic also causes fights to drag on. Nearly every attack has a long multi-hit animation, so you can parry it. Okay. I'm leaving it negative purely so the judge could address the accessibility problems. I'm mostly blind and lack. By the combat system, which gives you the ability to negate every incoming attack with very tight dodge by everyone, and fully expects you to dodge them all because you die in 1 to 3 attacks. This means the only way to add challenge to the game is to make attacks impossible to read, occur in random numbers, one shot, or all of the above. Okay, they're not for me personally. Can't have sex with them.
Like tastes like
Yeah,
crayons.
no, you know what? I'm.
They taste like crayons.
Okay, so oh shit.
This person I was checking out at work today said that they were absolute fire, and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'll try that." So I get them at Sheets. No, they're in fact on fire.
So I have fallen down a rabbit hole right now.
Oh, sorry.
What?
What?
Oh, I mean, it's a sad rabbit hole. So, like, of course, Clair Obscur has overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. So I was curious, the negative review side. And while there's not a lot, some of them are questionable, to say the least.
It's
It says two.
fine if people are media illiterate.
Yeah, 2 very good stories put together by duct tape. What the fuck are you on? The one valid that I have found is can't have sex with Minoko, and I mean that's a valid criticism. That's valid.
Oh, I see how it is.
That's humorous, but also like
You give a bad review for that.
you're fucking with their.
Also, somebody says if you can't dodge, you die. I'm not here to play Elden Ring. It's not that hard, people. I've read multiple reviews that are like, there's no indicator for dodge. You either one shot, you hit it, you don't, blah blah blah. What the fuck? There's called sound cues.
You can just say that you're bad at video games.
Mhm.
It's fine. That's not video games' fault that you suck.
So my one thing is if they want to, play a video game to jack off, and they can just play like College Bound or something.
The controls on mouse and keyboard don't work half the time. Then it says best played with controller. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, Friday Funday group, I would like to announce I am 4 days nicotine free.
Woo!
Proud of you.
Let's go.
Everyone said first 72 were the worst. Nah, now I crave nicotine.
Yeah.
Once you get through the first 72, you're fine. No, today was even worse.
This guy's just bad. On normal difficulty, I found this game to be too difficult. What the fuck are you on?
Huh.
Just say you're bad at video games.
It's usually fine, but for most of Act 1 and 2 of the main story, the combat feels pretty bad. There are 2 main reasons for this. Your attack damages are capped at 9999. There's a reason for that.
Bruh. That's crazy.
Can deal that much damage early game, the combats become trivial.
Yeah. I've been talking this whole time and I've been fucking muted, so that's awesome.
No.
I'm just gonna say blanket statement. Y'all stop muting your mics and mute yourself in Discord. Holy shit.
I know, that's
I muted my mic. I unmuted my mic and started talking, and then I was fucking muted in Discord. So.
Oh, well, that I can't help you with.
I was saying I was trying my hardest to be quick. I wanted to finish one more deck, so I just used AI to finish this last deck, and it doesn't understand that Robo Dude is not an actual robot, so the cards are gonna be a little.
This game isn't a turn-based RPG, it's a rhythm game. What the fuck are you on? This is
Guys, I think Brando's crashing out.
this is pissing me off. This is just illiteracy.
If possible, play the game currently at 8 crashes in less than an hour. Then you just have a bad computer.
Yeah, the only valid negative reviews are the people that are upset about the colorblind accessibility options, because apparently one review said that the colorblind the colorblind settings does not affect the HUD, which makes it impossible for some people to play Lune, which is understandable. That is the only valid criticism I have ever fucking found in all of these.
I mean, it is 2025. Why are we not? I mean, I can understand. Like, Assassin's Creed didn't have subtitles. The first one.
Well, I am giving them grace because they can probably fix it and do it. This is a 30-person team. This is a 30-person team. They have done something amazing. Yeah, they are probably doing their best to fix everything.
At least they have subtitles.
Yeah, they have subtitles. Yeah.
All those ruined
That's all I
because of
care
the combat
about.
mechanics. I thought the turn-based combats would mean that I could think carefully about which combos to apply, which skill to use. Instead, effectively, the only meaningful skill you need is the ability to press the dodge button exactly the right time. Funny how most of the reviews are like, "I'm bad at this game."
Yeah.
See a real problem with the game.
I'm like, really?
Hot mic, 3, 2, 1.
And then I said,
Okay, that was
Whoa,
racist.
absolutely.
This game looks blurry for some reason, and there is no Turkish subtitle support. That is wild.
Okay, then sorry.
"What
No.
a mod!"
You can. These are things that you can check before you buy the fucking game.
Yep.
If I can get chicken out of this container, that would be lovely.
Terrible parry timing indicators and totally not consistent at all. Considering how this is the ideal way to play the game, I'm surprised no one in QA ever pointed out how bad the system's not bad. You just suck.
Yeah, they just get good,
You
bro.
just suck at the game, and that's fine.
Just
Can I-
admit
can
it,
I
it's fun.
Yeah. Okay, so I can sort by most helpful of all time negative. If you don't.
I'm saying this
enjoy-
as someone who has never played Clair Obscure, by the way.
But again,
Oh,
I can
What?
take away.
Danny?
the
Danny!
Yeah. Hi, Danny.
It's a Danny!
Hello, friends.
Hello.
Rare Danny sighting!
Mazel tov.
Ronald. There's going to be a court case in there that it's going to mention Danny and not joining Friday Funday. You can go ahead and just scratch it.
No, we will still try that one.
He got fucking married. What a loser, you know? That's crazy.
I'm sorry. You can go ahead and continue with it.
No.
No!
Scare Danny away.
Damn it! He has a wife he could go to. He doesn't
Cry.
need us. He has a wife now.
Should have been me.
Wait, was the wedding just.
Now,
Was that this past weekend?
No, it's not for another month.
Okay.
No.
No,
I'm
month and a half.
Yeah.
But who's counting?
me.
Me.
Danny?
Yeah.
You've like been around the wedding venue, right? Like I don't need to skulk around my cousin's wedding and like take detailed notes of everything.
I'm going there tomorrow.
Oh, perfect.
Have you seen it yet, Danny?
I have. We toured it. Actually toured it twice. We signed. We're all good to go. Tomorrow is our not final walkthrough, but like let's get everything in order. And then wine tastings. We can pick which wines we'd like. And then I think June 20th is when everything needs to be done.
Oh, my
so
cousin's
the-
birthday.
The day before. Oh, sorry, June 20th.
No.
June 20th. My bad.
If it was July 20th, that would be a problem.
Bro, these fucking yeah, it needs to be all put together a week after the wedding.
Am I missing something? The demo's not working.
Oh, we're not
Playing
playing.
the full game,
Oh. Who
but
told me
they shut the demo off.
Tell me I gotta spend
You
$4
lied to
on my thing.
Danny.
Oh, look, I know.
I know you're spending money on the wedding, but fuck it. It's $5.
Wallet with me.
Oh no!
All right, everybody, fish for change.
I got a quarter and a
$10 in my
button.
wallet.
I have a bunch of lint.
I have my AirPods case and a Ripple.
Unfortunately.
I've got some euros if you want those. No one fucks with the euro? Okay.
I prefer peso.
Fuck the British!
They don't even use the euro! They use pounds!
Excuse me.
Brando went trial for that.
No, I just hate the British. That's
That's valid.
going is it?
That's British cat bug.
Robo, you don't have to buy it.
It's not letting me buy it.
I know, cause I just sent it to you.
Oh, you didn't have to do that. I just found
Wedding
my credit
present.
card.
It was $5, bro.
Is this your ID in here?
I was trying to make it easier so you didn't have to go get your wallet.
It's not my wallet.
I found it. It was on the floor.
It's not my wallet.
Well,
Pick it
thank you
up.
very much.
Uh-huh. It was $5. Mazel tov.
Married.
That is my wedding present.
Now we have to play this at the wedding.
Put the wife on trial.
I'll
I'm
rent a
putting-
protector.
I'm putting Danny's grandma on trial.
No! She won't survive that.
Why would they
Ronald
be
just
there?
comes out
I'm
and
putting
judges
Bonnie and
robes
Clyde
in a
on
wig.
trial.
Put a gaming headset on the grandma.
Fit into the marriage license.
Sorry, that I can't let the cats take the fall for me. That was me. I had to make sure that it was authentic, like they do with gold coins.
I was just trying to rip it up so I could marry you.
Yeah, sorry, one of my groomsmen ate my homework.
Oh no, not again. This is the.
Oh, shit, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Ronald, you know how Bonnie and Clyde act when we go over to Danny's? You know what would happen if we brought them to the wedding?
Never see them again.
Yeah,
Oh
Bonnie would instantly revert back to being a barn cat, and Clyde would. I can't say anything bad about Clyde.
You got that backwards. Clyde was the barn cat. Bonnie was
well-
the city cat.
Oh well, I feel like Bonnie has like a don't fuck with me attitude.
Yeah, she very much does. She got a few less teeth now, but she still does.
Oh.
Look, they could kill me without even being in the room, so
That's fair.
they win.
Need a code to play it.
Alright.
Someone give me the skinny on how this works.
Do we want to?
Not all at once now.
I was gonna say, do we want to make him like the bailiff for his first round, or are we gonna throw him in like we all did?
What's the bailiff do?
Yes, he can be the bailiff and watch one.
Is there
Ah.
room chat in this?
There is. So we'll mute in Discord.
All right, who's going to be the prosecutor? I need you to choose between numbers 1 and 2.
I thought that
7.
number was gonna be a lot higher.
Well, for these, because I want to see how the custom decks work. So your choice is 1 or 2 for now, unless Danny is the prosecutor.
Well, we
What?
were gonna have Danny be the bailiff.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I need a prosecutor to come up.
I'll be a prosecutor. I'll be prosecutor. 2.
Okay. Well,
What? Was that the wrong answer? Was that the wrong answer? You sounded upset.
Danny, go ahead and click the bar above bailiff.
oh fuck! I just kicked you.
Well, kind of
Well,
hard to click anything now.
well.
I thought it was gonna let me like drag you, and then it was just an X.
Drag me out of the lobby.
Well.
Happy wedding day. Fuck
Welcome back,
you.
bailiff. Did you kick him again?
No, that
Right.
wasn't me. I
Not-
tapped out.
Not yet.
I don't want to be prosecutor because Ronald and I argued the last case last week.
Okay, Brando, I'm going to send you your case.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Lord Jesus is a fire.
I don't know how this is going to look when I send it, so we'll see. Oh, yeah, it works.
Okay. Wait, what? How is he? Okay, first, how is he doing that? How's he doing that if he's over there?
That's for you to decide, the prosecutor.
What the
You
fuck?
have to make it make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
All right, here we go. Friday Funday court. Everybody ready
Oh
up?
boy.
Danny,
Hit the
Brandon.
ready up button, Danny.
I thought I readied up.
Friday Funday court is back in session, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. We started before somebody unreadies up again.
Is it working? Hello?
All right, Brando, you're going to type in your case.
I think we're
Wait, can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
well,
All right, Brando, you're going to type in your case. Judge, you're going to read out the case, and then we'll go.
look at your friend you get.
I love my friend. What is this? What?
I don't know. I was given the prompt.
Welcome to my courtroom. Today, we find justice. Who? All right.
Arrest him,
Today-
bailiff.
Today, we have a case of Robo-Dude is being accused of peeing in the pool.
What the
And
fuck?
We must decide, or actually I decide, if he's guilty or not guilty. But, you know what? I'm going to listen to y'all talk about this, so... And first up,
Oh, here it comes.
how do I do this?
So pick up your gavel, and you're gonna switch it to the little text bubble, and then hit Brando. I think Brando's supposed to go first.
Yeah, he has to bring forth the charges and his evidence.
All right. I have reason to believe that the accused, aka the doppelganger of our bailiff over there, has been accused of peeing in the pool. Hold on.
This?
Hold on. I got my first piece of evidence.
Wait,
I
it's
did
pee?
this.
It's all pee?
Always has been.
I got motive. Robo Dude doppelganger his motive was peeing.
Sorry.
He was upset about the no diving rule, so he pissed in the pool. It was a despicable act. Despicable act. Oh. But the creator's testimony says that robots are physically incapable of peeing in the pool, but this creator has no basis because clearly Robo-Dude is a human being seen before you. He is no robot. He is no robot. I don't know why there is a creator that has been put into evidence, but it clearly states that no robots can pee in the pool. And also, I got one more piece of evidence before we move on. That there was a sound. That Robo-Dude went and that was the indicator that he did the awful act. I move over to the defense to rebuttal on all the evidence that I put forth.
I'm sorry, but I gotta say this is kind of convincing.
You just wait.
Oh,
Tell us, it's your turn to speak.
Bailiff, whack his pee-pee.
No,
What?
look. I should have looked at my evidence before. Look, there is absolutely no way that my client here, Mr. Robo Dude, could have possibly peed in the pool. Sure, he may look like a human, right? But for all intents and
Doesn't look like
purposes,
a
he
sock.
identifies as a robot. Okay? He acts like a robot. He carries himself as a robot, a waterproof robot, but a robot nonetheless. And as your prosecutor here has so kindly mentioned, robots are not capable of peeing in the pool. Even though he looks like a human, he is not actually capable. of
objection!
doing that
Objection!
because he identifies as a robot and acts as if he were a robot.
Objection! He identifies as a robot. That does not mean he is a robot. You can identify as something does not mean you are actively that thing.
Your Honor, I didn't say he was a robot. I said he identified.
You did
as
say
a robot.
in your statement. You did say he was a robot at
He,
one
he
point.
acts like a robot because
Okay.
he thinks he's a robot, even though
Okay.
he looks like a human.
But-
Your Honor, have you ever heard of Detroit Become Human? It's something similar to that. Looks exactly like a human. Acts just like a human. You wouldn't be able to tell if they didn't take that little chip off their head, but they're actually robots. That's
I would like
basically
to
what
stick
Robo
to the
Dude thinks he
facts.
is.
Is this Detroit or whatever that is you're mentioning? I don't think so.
This is
my
the
courtroom.
truth. Now, look. Here's some proof that he couldn't have done this. Here is a look at some robot schematics that very clearly show that robots have no urinary functions. So, if he believes himself to be a robot and believes that he doesn't have this, how could he have possibly done that? He couldn't have. Now, what could have possibly happened is that maybe there was something around Robo Dude at the time when he was in the pool, and that simply could have just been a coolant leak. It wasn't actually him peeing in the pool. It was just some other type of liquid that was leaking into the pool around the same time and area that Robo Dude was standing in the pool. That does not necessarily mean that he was peeing in the pool. I mean, he can't. He thinks of himself as a robot. I mean, look at him. He even has a circle head like a robot would have. He thinks of himself as a robot. So there's no way he could have done this. I yield.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna admit I missed a few details because honestly, this is boring.
It's your job to know the details.
Is Mr. Robodo a robot or not?
I think we need.
Yeah. Well,
Can we get a DNA sample to clarify whether he is a?
Unfortunately, I cannot do that because
may I have the floor back, Your Honor?
I guess.
Robo Dude turns out is. Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Jury is in fact still out. Thank you.
Should probably let them back in.
You posed the question: is Robo Dude actually a robot? And as a defense attorney, I don't try to get to absolutely know everything about my clients. I take what they tell me. But what my client didn't know is that I secretly ran a lab report on some of his DNA, and it came back providing us with an unknown synthetic lubricant that is only found to be on robots. Your Honor, I do believe that my client is, in fact, a robot. This is not information that I would have been able to gather otherwise, because I would not have just straight up asked my client this. But here, this is lab report proof that my client does secrete some sort of synthetic lubricant that normal humans don't secrete themselves. So I do believe that he is, in fact, an actual robot. I yield.
You know,
I have some more evidence that I could put forth.
all right. You know what? Let's go for your evidence first.
Okay. So,
Can I put that down?
in rebuttal, I do have a witness to the actual crime.
Jeez.
A lifeguard. The lifeguard saw him do it. He saw him piss in the pool himself. And also, we have the urine sample. It has been tested. It was a yellow oily liquid that could be mistaken for robot oil, but in fact, it was tested in the lab to be found as urine.
Objection, Your Honor. I have counter evidence for this. Yes, you may have seen a cloud around RoboDude, and I guess maybe it did come back as testing positive for urine, but it was in fact rust. Seeing that my client is in fact a robot, him standing in a pool of water for too long produced rust to come off of his legs, which I believe have some of the same chemical compounds with each other, so it would make sense that a urine sample would come back positive for actually being rust, or vice versa, I suppose.
Oh.
We have expert testimony to you know,
I mean, Your
support
Honor,
this.
Going with the lab report and the rust coming off of his legs, do we need more expert testimony?
I do have an expert that I would like to
Other
call
than the
upon.
fact that he doesn't have legs, but sure.
Your Honor, he does have legs. For my last piece of evidence here, this urine does in fact match my client's power core, so it may
is
have
that
come
just
back
his
exactly being
liver?
to my client, but he did not pee in this pool, Your Honor. It was in fact a leak from him, not pee, but a leak of coolant, a forming of rust. It could have been a number of things that robots could have happened to them when exposed to long periods of water, but it was not pee. He is not capable of doing so. He doesn't have the anatomy to do so. He doesn't have anatomy at all. He has parts and oils, not anatomy.
I have an expert that I would. What? I'm sorry, Judge. Go ahead.
Ah.
Who?
Morning.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. You know what? This entire case is a lot.
It is a
Time
lot,
for
honestly.
Time for me to bring out the witness. You see, you got an expert.
Yes, I do, sir.
How do I?
Yeah, you're just gonna. You gotta keep scrolling.
Yeah, pick your
So
gavel
you-
back up.
Yep,
Yeah, pick the gavel
pick it
back
up.
up,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you'll select. There's one to
You're doing great.
who
that one.
decides.
So confusing. I know.
All right. I would like to.
Hello.
Hello, sir. I know you are a renowned psychologist that I would like to call upon. What is your name, sir?
Sure. Jay Farnsworth at your service.
Mr. Farnsworth. Now,
Just call me Jay.
all right, Jay. I have a couple questions when it comes to our defendant. Now, you have went through a bunch of questioning yourself when it comes to our client, correct?
Sorry, rephrase that.
You have had some therapy sessions with our client, correct?
Yes, but he referred to them as tune-up appointments.
Okay. In your professional opinion, do you think he is making up this potential fantasy of him being a robot, or do you in fact think that he is a robot?
Well, there's essentially several schools of thought, but in the case of Mr. Rob, as he prefers to be called, I believe that this this mindset that he has is so severe that it's questionable.
It's questionable. But if you were to make a statement, do you think he is a robot? Like, do you think he only believes he is a robot, or is he a robot?
Objection, Your Honor. We're not here to try my client if he is a robot or not. We're here to see if he peed in the pool or not. This has no relevance.
This has relevance. I would like to continue my line of questioning.
Overruled.
Thank you. Now, sir, do you think because of this way of thought, of him thinking he is a robot, do you think he could potentially lead him to misremembering events in line with this fantasy of his?
I mean, it's entirely possible.
Okay. Has he, in your therapy sessions, I know they're very confidential, has he mentioned anything with any issues with going to the bathroom in places that he shouldn't
Your
be?
Honor. Patient-client confidentiality.
Anything. I mean, it's up to the therapist to.
It's up to the therapist if he wants to break the law.
I mean, it's not necessarily confidentiality if it is just.
If it's something they.
If it's a threat to public security, then I would like to raise for the therapist to answer the question.
My client is not a threat to the public.
This is a disgusting act that we would like to get to the bottom of, and I would like to make sure he did not, or did, in fact, be in the pool.
I would like to point out that in cases of public health concerns such as infectious disease and things like that, especially if we're talking about peeing in pools, you can most definitely break doctor-patient confidentiality.
Thank you, Judge.
I had a stroke last week.
You're doing great, sir.
Oh
You're doing
my
great.
God. Objection, Your Honor. Are you fit to try this case?
Okay.
Do you want to get kicked out?
You can go ahead and handcuff me.
I approve. So, sir, can you please?
So, what was the question?
Has he ever
My auditory recording device malfunctioned during that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Would you like to repeat that?
Watch out, leak.
My auditory receptacle device malfunctioned during that.
Oh, your hearing aid, sir?
If that's what you want to call them, sure.
Sir, so you have a hearing aid?
No, my ears died, and I needed to plug them in.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
Huh.
Yeah.
This happen often?
I don't know if I don't plug. My headset died. What was the question?
Has Mr. Robo raised any concerns during your therapy sessions that he has been urinating uncontrollably and other
Unhandcuff me.
No,
And
the issue of incontinence has not come up in our therapy session.
Okay. But in your professional opinion, do you think this is an act, or do you think that he is really a robot? Yes or no? That's all we want to know. And
You're asking me if I think he's a robot.
Yes. Or do you think that it's just, in your professional opinion, with all your therapy, with all your hours upon hours of dealing with your client?
Well,
Objection,
I
Your
have
Honor.
never.
He's only seen him for 2 sessions.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to cut this witness short. Unfortunately, I don't think this witness is fit to be on trial.
I don't think so either, sir.
I
You
get to
have another
cross?
stroke.
What was that?
Do I get to ask
You
my
heard me.
questions to the witness?
Yes, you ask questions to the witness.
Christ.
So
Is my hearing aids on break?
you're an expert, right? What, an expert in what field again?
Apparently psychology.
Apparently psychology. We love the enthusiasm. You mentioned that your auditory device
Jesus Christ.
malfunctioned.
Yes.
Does 01001001000 mean anything to you?
Wow, this is a bad case. I don't like
Who
this.
told you about that?
Your Honor, I would like to strike this witness's entire testimony by the account of. I also believe that he is in fact a robot and has lied to the court, pretending to be a human for this entire case. I say
Unfortunately,
that we strike everything from the record.
honestly, I would not agree with you about him being a robot, but I do agree that he is not a witness that should fit for a witness. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but I'm
No,
gonna strike.
I think honestly he's broken.
Attorney, do you have any witnesses you want to present?
Yeah, we can go ahead and bring out our witness. Oh, Sheila?
No, my name's Debbie.
You didn't tell me that Sheila was gonna be Sheila.
It's Debbie, sir.
Well, she goes by
Deborah,
Debbie now, Your
actually.
Honor. She used to go by Sheila. We'll use Debbie for the court.
Little Debbie, Big Deborah.
Big Deborah.
That was
No,
my-
Big Deborah.
In college.
Please
De-
stay,
Debbie, right?
let's stay
You know what I'm saying.
focused.
Yeah. what's
Order.
up?
Do you know my client, Robo Dude?
Yeah, I've seen him on occasion when I'm dropping off packages onto his porch. Yeah.
Right. Would you say that you've always seen him at the same time every single day that you go to drop off your packages?
No. Unfortunately, delivering packages isn't always at the same time. You know how when you order a box and it says like 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. it'll be within that range, but most of the deliveries aren't at the same time. Plus, he doesn't get a package every single day.
Oh, well, no, but I assume that you also just deliver the normal mail.
Oh, to the mailbox, yeah.
Yeah, well, do you ever see him when you're delivering the mail?
Occasionally, yeah. Not every day.
010011001.
Is that a question?
No,
Honor?
sorry,
Do I have to answer that?
sorry, it was hiccup.
A strange hiccup.
Well, yeah, I'm known for that, right, Sheila?
Let's
Debbie,
not play games.
Debbie. Do you know where this mail is coming from? I know that you're not supposed to be looking at other people's mail, but I know
Well, I
wandering
don't. That's a
eyes every
federal
once in a
offense.
while.
I could not only lose my job but be sent to federal prison.
Sheila, if you were to be accused of any crimes,
It's
I
not my
would
name.
defend you.
That's not my name.
This is
Attorney, please stay focused on the actual question about the case. If you
Sorry,
not do
Deborah,
that,
sorry,
I
sorry.
will ask
It's
the
the most
witnesses.
disorganized courtroom that I've ever been a part of.
This
Is there
is
any
awful.
questions?
Do
Yeah,
not
are you
insult my
busy
courtroom,
after
please.
this? What are you doing?
What
after
the
this?
fuck is going on?
All right,
Hey,
we're
I don't
striking
want to
this.
tell
We're
you how to do
striking
your
this.
job, but this is when you go objection relevance.
Yeah, objection relevance. It's like, what the fuck? Thank you.
Your
Like,
relevance
Sustain
is that
is nothing-
me
it's
and
not
my client
relevant.
are going to be hungry after this, and we need to go and eat.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Miss Debbie. Deborah, what was your name again?
Deborah.
It's Sheila, but she likes
Deborah.
Deborah.
This
I would
is
like to say that I'm
I'm-
so sorry for wasting your time in my courtroom. Oh shoot, my voice is back.
objection. Also, miscalling the witness multiple times. I feel like he should be put in contempt.
Why don't you guys just call on me when you have more questions?
Actually, prosecutor, do you have questions for the witness?
I do not.
All right, we're gonna send your ass back to bed. Does anybody have? How do I?
Oh no.
Just hit the blue one again.
Thank you.
This is awful.
Anyways.
I don't like this.
Does anybody have any more evidence to present?
No. I Can we move on to closing arguments?
We can once the attorney tells me if he has any. Additional...
Oh, yeah.
Slots left, Your Honor.
See what?
I have no more slots left.
All right. We're gonna go to final statements. We're gonna let the prosecutor say his statement first. Oh, sorry.
Oh God, what happened? Where was I?
It's okay. You're back. You're good. You're safe.
All right. You have the talking button.
All right. We have come today into the score room to discuss, of course, whether or not Robo Dude has peed in said pool. Which I feel like there has been a multitude of evidence that has said that he has peed in said pool. There has been arguments whether or not he has been a robot or not. But I feel like that is all just speculation. There has been no concrete proof. Whether or not he is a robot, there's no DNA evidence. There is just speculation whether or not there, from the defense, there is multiple liquids that have been coming off of Robo that could be coming from other sources, but it's just speculated because he believes he is a robot, not that he is a robot. Which I feel like has led to a question of his psychotic state. And the fact is that I believe that there is a substantial amount of evidence that Robo has peed in the pool. Okay, that's that. I just want this case to be over.
All right. Attorney, final statement.
Your Honor, jury, bailiff with the bat that's gonna hit me. My client, Robo Dude, is in fact innocent. He did not pee in that pool. He is,
He pissed in the pond.
in fact, a robot. We have a lab report that identified a
Pause.
unknown synthetic lubricant. Oh,
Lunch.
Lunch! I
We
I
have
heard
a
they're
lab
having chicken
report.
sandwiches.
That showed a synthetic lubricant that is only found on robots. We have rust that was coming out of the pool. We have an exact analysis that the urine found in the pool was a match to the power core from my client. This could have also just been a coolant leak, and with the information knowing that my client is in fact a robot, we can take a look at robot schematics and find out that there is no urinary functions in robots. If my client is in fact a robot, which we have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt in this court today, how could he have done this? He couldn't have. My client is a robot who does not possess the capabilities of peeing in a pool or anywhere. He just can't do it. He can have a coolant leak. He could form rust on his metal joints, but he cannot pee, Your Honor. My client is not guilty. He did not pee in that pool. Robots can't do that. I yield.
Okay. I've heard your.
You gotta ask Twitch.
I've heard everything, and I'm gonna let the jury go off and deliberate real quick to decide whether or
left.
not.
They are.
They left. They're gone.
They haven't been here this entire time. It's all up to you. It's all up to you,
Hit
boss.
the little purple thing on the top right.
I'm
And
trying.
you can create a poll for Twitch
Just
Twitch chat.
Slam the scales.
Oh well, that may have been a little too far to the right.
Hold on.
Do I look like a bale of hay to you?
Oh,
Oh,
Finland. Where's the leak, ma'am?
is mayonnaise an instrument?
there you go. Chat, you
Right,
have
jury.
60 seconds. Exclamation point yes or exclamation point no. Exclamation point maybe, bro? I don't know. Oh, thanks, Danny.
Thanks, Roboto359, for the
Who I'm
subscription.
definitely not defending in this case right now. That was a good throw.
Anyways, Andrew, this is my real voice. Congratulations.
No, he's lying. He's actually British.
Fuck you.
This is his American accent. 1. And
This is the worst time
Over.
to start the countdown.
All right.
I looked up and it was at 1.
1!
So
Your Honor.
the jury has come back with their verdict, and according to them, the jury finds him not guilty. But at the end of the day, it's my decision to decide whether or not Mr. Robo Dude on the side here is guilty. And fuck you. So I okay, well, fuck you. I can't do it. Okay,
Long
I'm sorry.
break.
Who? Anyway, I find Robodude. Actually, before I give that verdict, I want to say 2 things. Mr. Prosecutor and Mr. Attorney, I need you guys to go back to law school and retake the bar exam, because I feel like you guys have absolutely no idea what y'all doing in my courtroom.
There's an
And
exam?
before you ask me why my accent changed again and do not question anything, I already decided this is what you're required to do. And Robo Dude, my guy,
I just been coming in here
Look at
for
the
a
judge,
Saturday.
man. Look at the judge. He's talking to you.
activity.
Look at him.
you're being found not guilty.
Damn.
Also, last thing for the Robo Dude, 101100101.
That's crazy.
Did not mean to push it out of that. I accidentally left and I can't join back.
I did too. I'm just waiting.
Oh.
I think we should be able to join back after.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see.
Huh?
Were you gonna
Yeah.
say not guilty even without chat?
Yeah.
That was the messiest. For some reason, my evidence made it seem like I was also proving he is not a robot. There was multiple cards that was just worded in a way that made it seem like he was not a robot.
Look, I copied and pasted that from AI.
That was no shit.
Your first piece of evidence was yeah, the manufacturer says that robots can't pee.
Seriously.
And I was like, cool, he is in fact a robot then.
There are multiple instances where it was just yeah, it was just gonna prove without a doubt he did not pee in the pool. Over half of my evidence was that.
You guys got really attached to the idea of is he or is he not a robot? I just been yeah, he's a robot who pissed in the pool.
No, I don't want to be prosecuted again.
I
Let's
demand to
go.
not have a
If
speaking
y'all
role.
need a defense attorney, hire me, baby. I'm 2-0. I will never defend another case again, so I can stay with my perfect record. So actually, don't hire me. But
Yeah, but your prosecution record is ooh.
0-1, but that doesn't matter because I can defend you till the day I die.
Defend when AI cheats.
All right. Oh, son of a bitch.
He took too long.
All right, Dan.
Oh wait, Danny, do
Danny.
you want to do the case that you were
Yeah.
telling me about?
Did you want to defend that or prosecute that?
What?
You submitted a
you s-
case.
Yeah.
Did you want to defend that case or prosecute that case?
I'm not blaming you.
prosecute it.
By the way, Ronald, I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming the AI in that situation.
I mean, which is also my fault because
No.
I used the
I mean,
AI to put in the cards.
You
but
were trying,
I
and
didn't have enough time to look at all of them.
the AI did what you said. It thought that Robo was a robot, and so it was just like, what?
It thought he was a robot.
It's
so
crazy.
I know, you were like 2, and I was like, "Fuck! I guess I got to figure out how I can try to make him a robot."
Yeah, like damn.
Other one not readied up. All right, Danny, you know how the game works now.
Kinda.
So yeah,
Oh.
you'll start
I'll
out
send you a case.
typing out the.
Oh damn it. God damn it. I'm sorry. That was my bad.
For evidence.
I'm sorry, what was that?
So, it's been a hot second since I was a prosecutor, but like so basically the first thing you need to do is write the name and the crime, and then you'll have cards that you can use for your argument as to why the defendant is guilty. And then it will tell you what your witness is, and it will also tell you what the defense's witness is. And that's just up to you and the witness to yes and. That's pretty much all you do is just argue.
Get ready to yes and your ass off. Also, throw some objections my way.
Every time I looked at one of the defense or the prosecutor, I was like, "Are you gonna object to that?"
Because I was just I was just like so set aside with everything. I was like, how am I gonna spin this? I don't know. Like I'm just like, I was just like beside myself. I didn't know what to do.
I don't know what we do, but we time these perfectly with the ad break, so we have another 45 seconds.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go piss in the pond and not pee in the pool.
Unless you're a
grab another
robot.
beer.
That would just be a coolant leak.
My coolant is leaking. I couldn't keep the voice for too long.
You got halfway through, you're like, oh, my voice is
I've
back.
been watching so much Suits lately.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Raul. You guys are in charge. I'm getting a refill.
I started watching that show now.
It's worth it. Don't watch the new one.
There's a new one?
Apparently, they try to revive the series with none of the original characters.
Oh.
Well, considering one of them is now like a princess or something, you know. Which also makes it like even more wild to watch it. You're like, wow, this is royalty.
Also, hi, Pickle.
Who's Pickle?
Hi, Pickle. Hi.
Pickle's here. He's server muted.
Someone unmute the man. I can't do it.
I don't have permission. I tried earlier.
Okay, calm down. I'm back. Where's Pickle at? On his PlayStation. Pickle, why are you on your PlayStation? Also, hi, Pickle. You should be on server muted. I don't know how it works on PlayStation. Oh.
Hi, Pickle.
Did I free you? You're free.
Hi, Pickle. I tried to unshackle you for the record.
Strike that from the record, Your Honor.
It's in the records.
Well,
How you doing, Pickle? Oh, that's why you're on PlayStation. You're not playing Mario Kart? You didn't get the new Switch too? You know? We're hopping back on Destiny though, right? Oh, we're getting the gang back together. What in the Thor?
Are we going?
Oh, you know, maybe I'm going to be a Titan in the next expansion. Hold on. Got to come back to a Friday fun day in full, Pickle. Oh, I'm being summoned. I have to deafen. Bye, Pickle. Okay. Are we ready?
Yay.
Roll call, Lil.
I'm here.
Brando.
I'm here. Yes.
Bryce. Oh, Brow.
Present.
I'm here.
Danny.
Your Honor.
All right. All right, Danny. I sent you your
I don't wanna
case,
do
so you're gonna
this
get the little
anymore.
prompts. You just fill in those prompts there. Oh my God, Elvis is the fucking prosecutor.
Not. Oh, okay.
Jury is here. Welcome, Andrew.
Hey. Oh,
Okay.
Oh no!
No, they got him finally.
The witness
Hey,
has the
journalist.
chance to do the funniest thing.
Today, we have the case of the people versus Mr. Krabs, who is
Lil, can you
accused
DM me
of
what that funniest thing is?
tax evasion. Order,
Journalist,
order
where'd
in
you
the
get your
court.
coat?
Just needed to make sure everyone knew. There will be order in this court. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, prosecution, are you ready to begin your case? Prosecution, are you ready to begin your case?
Just reviewing my notes here, Judge.
Oh, okay, okay. You let me know when you're ready.
Some of these do not work in my favor. Interesting. All right, I am ready, Your Honor.
You have the floor.
The Honorable Judge Active, I would like to appreciate your time here today and just present to the court here. I'm a man of law, I'm a man of honor, I'm a man of code. And that code is the judicial system. So, ladies and gentlemen, here today, I want to make sure that it is all known that that man across the room, Mr. Krabs, is here in those handcuffs because of tax evasion. For the everyday, ladies and gentlemen, this may not be a big problem or just a simple white-collar crime, but I promise you, all of you are victims for this man. Every dollar that does not go towards taxes on his hand comes twice out of yours. Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh my God. Defense, you have the floor.
What the hell? No evidence? Okay. Him.
Watch your language.
Bailiff has a point.
He's not opening statements.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. This is your opening statement, defense.
Thank you.
Yep.
As I was saying,
Without the vulgarity.
Will you let him speak?
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Uh-huh.
I would just like to say that Mr. Krabs, a very special character in Bikini Bottom, has done nothing but serve his community by producing and starting a business and giving the community the Krabby Patty, which is very popular, and so popular that he has been a victim of multiple attacks on his store of somebody trying to steal the recipe and continuously trying to find ways to put him under just so they can get the secret formula. So I would just like to say that no matter all the hardship and everything, Mr. Krabs has always followed all the rules and policies to make sure that his business is not only profitable, but also is conducting business under the law. Thank you so much.
Prosecution, are you ready to bring forward evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have the floor.
Yes, as our first matter of evidence, as we all know, Mr. Krabs has this human fund, as he so claims to be his charity, which is his maximum deductible allowed for taxes he pays every year. This shell corporation that he runs underwater is nothing but just a pure scheme. What I shall expose here is now is, Mr. Krabs, you call this a human fund, but I do ask you a question. Are you a human, Mr. Krabs? Or are any of the sea creatures in Bikini Bottom? Your silence is damning, Mr. Krabs. Your silence is damning.
Oh.
He's Mr. Krabs is saying that he has no idea what this human fund or shell corporation is.
You have the floor, defense.
Mr. Krabs has no ties to this shell corporation or fake charity called the Human Fund. He knows he's not a human. However, he does know that there is another person or creature in Bikini Bottom that has traveled to this so-called human world called Sandy. But he doesn't usually conduct business with Sandy, so he does not understand why that evidence
Objection,
is
Your Honor. Sandy Cheeks is not on the board.
Sandy Cheeks is not on the board, but could be a valuable testimony here. I'll allow it.
Thank you. But yes, Mr. Krabs has never done any business or has any ties to this human fund. And by the way, he would also like to point out that he's very proud of his name. So his name being spelled Mr. Krabs with a C is kind of offensive to him. Just saying. Anyways.
Do you have any evidence you wish to bring forward, defense?
Let's see. Evidence, yes, Your Honor.
Say the word you're
I would like to bring out. Let's see.
I will have order in this court, witness. No. You don't need to arrest him. You don't need to arrest him.
Sir, please.
No. He's free to go. No.
Oh, I swear, it wasn't me.
Okay, fine.
Stop crying over there.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
He's not in handcuffs.
I'll defense, you have 5 seconds left before I yield the floor back to the prosecution.
I would like to present this
Bullshit.
this evidence of the Krusty Krabs nonprofit status. It's a culinary arts charity, which is the only charity that Mr. Krabs is a part of. Like I said before, he introduced the secret formula of the Krusty Krab, not the actual recipe, but the Krusty Krab itself, to the community. And every money that he collects is a donation that goes toward paying wages towards his employees that help him run the Krusty Krab. Thank you.
Prosecution.
That may be so. The prosecution would like to present some more evidence towards the court. as we see here,
Why did I get hit?
accounting books that are typically provided by most lawful businesses that have very good documentation, especially any charitable donations, are all recorded in these. As you can all take a look here, there are no books. Mr. Krabs has claimed that all of his accounting books were all very good and very legal, but they were lost in a fire. My only question to that is, how many fires have there been under the sea, sir?
Oh, sorry.
As I do not believe that that is physically possible, I do not think that is true. The real question is, where are those real books? And why can't he provide any accounting statements for the last 5 years, let alone any pay stubs for these so-called employees which are being paid so well and generously? And at the very least, this new charity, which has been never submitted to this court before until today, all of a sudden also has no receipts. I find that suspicious, Your Honor.
Defense?
Why are you laughing?
The prosecutor is very passionate.
Yes, I can tell. I understand the prosecutor's concern about this fire that they speak of, and if you wonder, like I said, we are a culinary. Mr. Krusty Krab is a culinary arts place. So you're wondering how the food is made. The Krusty Krab sits upon a underwater hydrothermal vent, which keeps the grill burning and heating up to make sure we cook things up. But sometimes one of the biggest risks of using the hydrothermal risk is that because they're associated with undersea volcanoes, it can become unpredictable. We have seen under Bikini Bottom some cases of tectonic plate movements, which causes small little earthquakes, small movements, and when that happens, it can actually help cause the heat to build up a little bit and cause a little extra heat, which unfortunately did cause some damage to the Krusty Krab, which each and every time they rebuild, they try their best to they move it a little around a bit. You try to make sure that they can control the heat using the thermal vents, but sometimes it's very risky, but he would not give up on the Krusty Krab just because of a few fires.
Do you have any evidence you want to bring forward?
Yes, and talking about the real books, oh crap, I keep forgetting I have to click on this. Anyways, the evidence.
I'm getting logged out of my own Twitch chat.
God damn it. As I said before, a lot of times we've had issues with a competitor, our competitor Plankton. He owns a business called He owns the Chum Bucket. At this Chum Bucket, Plankton has done everything much to make sure to bring this business under in order to steal the secret formula. I would like to present planted evidence. Yep. So we caught.
Yep. Objection, Your Honor. This is not possible. Mr. Plankton is not on trial here today.
He's not on trial, but wouldn't you like to know how this evidence was planted?
This evidence came from a reputable source and did not come from any competitor. There would be no conflict of interest in my side of this prosecution.
Well, I'll be the judge of that. Go ahead.
Good one, Judge.
Overruled.
Yeah, so the prosecutor might be concerned about what this has to do with tax evasion. I'm not sure where he find these ledgers or anything making sure that basically saying that Mr. Krabs has been doing tax evasion, but there is some planted evidence which we try to like all this evidence that Mr. Plankton we caught, or I say we, but I'm like repeating what Mr. Krabs had said, was trying to plant evidence of money laundering, evidence of improper food use. He even tried. He was also messing with our our heating vents to make, and actually he was one of the causes of one of the fires.
I'm gonna have to side with the prosecution here. I need to know how this evidence. I need to know how this evidence was planted, not only what it is. If you're gonna say that Plankton planted the evidence, I would need to know how.
I just said that he was sneaking into the place.
With the boys?
He was
With
sneaking
the boys in court.
I'll allow it.
Boys!
With the boys in court.
Thank you.
Your time is done. Prosecution. You have 3 more evidences that you can provide, and you also have a witness that you can call to the stand whenever you would like.
Thank you, sir. Well, the prosecution would like to push forward the walls of the Krusty Krab being stuffed, packed full of money for years. That is not something that is simply planted one time, Your Honor. This is something that has been accumulating for a long period of time. I would like to reiterate the point of prosecution's stance, not necessarily being proof of tax evasion, but proof necessarily that taxes were not paid, which is the same thing. The prosecution would also like to push forward one more piece of evidence at the same time, and that Mr. Krabs has been recorded saying in public that he lacks financial literacy. He stated that he is just a simple crab. He does not understand laws, yet we're trusting this man to be a reputable businessman in our community. This man who seems to run a charity, yet does not understand financial literacy. I find that hard to believe, Your Honor. I think all his actions are justified, and he knows exactly what he's doing with that money and not giving it back to the government. I yield.
That was a work of art, Lil.
That was. I honestly, I appreciate the prosecutor's passion, and honestly, I am so touched by this. Unfortunately, the money that apparently is stuffed in the wall is actually fake. They're just decor. They're not real. Even then, even our employees are volunteers.
Objection, Your Honor.
On.
Can we please have this so-called decor tested? All money, as we know, has been laced with certain chemicals and patterns to prove that it is real and not just fake and movie props.
This courtroom does not have the ability to test this. We must hear the defense through. Overruled.
Also, Scrooge's pay stub has a sad face on it. Yeah, because they're not actually getting paid. They're volunteers. They're volunteers for the charity. That's what it is.
Your Honor. You cannot in good faith believe this argument.
Also, out of character, out of the judgment, who the fuck created these cards?
Half of these are defense statements.
Out of character, 10 of them are prosecution, 10 of them are defense. I don't get to choose how they get split up. The game does it automatically.
I'm pretty sure I got the prosecutors.
I definitely have some defendant ones here.
Oh no.
I made 10 and 10. Unfortunately, I can't choose who gets what.
Wait,
all right, get back in character. Yeah, so as the core, and unfortunately Squidward, who's known to get upset every once in a while, he got upset and drew a sad face on a fake bill and made it look like a pay stub. But we have handled that issues. But yes, the money is fake. They're just decors on the walls. Now, do customers actually give us money? Yes. But Mr. Krabs definitely does his taxes with that money. Unfortunately, because of the fire, we cannot show proof of it.
Convenient.
So, have you ever tried cooking with hydrothermal vents, Mr. Prosecutor?
Objection, Your Honor. Mr. Krabs does not do the cooking. That is SpongeBob's job. And Squidward, the cashier, manages the money. The money would never be in contact with the kitchen.
Overruled. I like the amount of objections, though. I appreciate it, but you're still overruled.
But yes, that's all. That's all for now. Thank you, sir.
Wake up, bitch! It's your turn.
Oh, sorry. I have a concussion.
Yeah, we'll just reverse the damage.
Narcoleptic
Krusty Krab. Defense and prosecution, I'd like to let you both know that you both have one piece of evidence left to submit, and you both still have a witness to call forward if you so choose to do. So, look.
Unless he wants to duck out.
That was uncalled for, sir.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Your Honor. As my last piece of evidence that I'd like to submit, we have obtained this photo of Mr. Krabs' mattress stuffed with cash. I can assure you that is not decor. Why would
Holy
that be
shit!
in Mr. Krabs' home?
Case blown wide
This
open.
so-called charity, this abomination of a pay scheme not going to these employees, essentially working for free under the guise of being fairly paid. Not only with there being proof in the past of a strike being held at the Krusty Krab due to unfair wages. What I have to present to this courtroom right now is that we know Mr. Krabs is making money. He admits to it. It's his catchphrase, money, 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 money. We've all heard it. There's recordings, there's video evidence of this. We know he is a greedy man, and he cannot help himself but keep all of that cold, hard cash to himself. Not only has he lied to his employees, he has lied to this community, he has lied to this local government. And we have proof, hard proof, of that being stuffed in his mattress at his personal residence. We rest.
Would you like to bring your witness to the floor, or would you like to give the defense a turn first?
I'm gonna let him go.
You have the floor.
All right. And you're right. He does have money in his mattress. The reason is because Mr. Krabs does not trust the banks at all. Thank you, Bookworm. Does not trust the banks at all. He's witnessed how much money gets lost at banks, hacking, identity theft, and all those kinds of things. So he does not really trust the bank to hold his money. The thing is that money does not come from the Krusty Krab. Before he started the Krusty Krab, he did work as a cook, and he decided to start his own business. So all that money is his savings from when he worked, because he does have a daughter, Pearl, that he needs to take care of. So that's what that's where he puts the money, because that's the only place he knows he can keep it safe. But the money does not come from the Krusty Krab itself.
Money does not come.
Can we? That's inappropriate. Thank you.
But funny. Hilarious.
We have a chum bucket to burn.
A cum
So,
bucket?
I just want to present. I was going to present one last piece of evidence.
Yep, go ahead.
This is a picture of when a picture of Mr. Krabs with his first dime, with millions of other dimes, when which was exactly from his savings when he first, worked as a cook. And and that's what he hangs up at the Krusty Krab. And people think that's because he's working
Objection,
because
Your
of the Krusty
Honor.
Krab.
Relevance. What does this have to do with Mr. Krabs paying his taxes?
Oh, it involves money, and taxes also involve money. I think I can kind of see the correlation here. Overruled.
And that's all. Thank you so much, sir.
Would you like to bring your witness to the floor, or would you like the prosecution to go first?
I will let the prosecutor was nice to me first. So I will let him do his job first.
All right, prosecution, got the floor.
All right. Prosecution would like to call our witness. Is a stressed intern who has spent many hours at the Krusty Krab under these unfair working practices and low pay, or in some instances, no pay.
All right, we'll bring out your witness. Prosecution, you ask questions first.
Thank you so much for joining us here. Can you please state your name for the court for us today?
Squidward Tentacles.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Mr. Tentacles. I appreciate your time coming out here today. I know that your time is very precious. Mr. Tentacles, Would you please explain to the court your time at the Krusty Krab and what it's like to work under Mr. Krabs?
It's a completely unbearable existence, dealing with the fry cook SpongeBob in the back and my insufferable boss, Mr. Krabs.
Would you say that Mr. Krabs is a fair boss? Does he split profits fairly?
Fuck no.
Interesting.
I will have order in this court. No cussing in my court.
Oh, sorry, no.
Mr. Squidward,
Cussing
would
you
you
would like, but
please
I
like
will,
to review some of
order.
this evidence that was provided before us about your pay stub having a sad face on it? Would you mind elaborating on that?
Well, Mr. Krabs just decided not to pay me, so I wrote that down as a complaint.
And Mr. Tentacles, how many times have you worked, put in your hard-working hours, your sweat, blood, and tears into this, and received no pay?
That's a good drawing.
That's great. What the fuck? That's
Your Honor, this is slander.
That's crazy. What the fuck?
The journalism has freedom of speech. I cannot. I cannot.
That's amazing, Lil. What the fuck? Good job.
About this.
They need to make a clapping emote.
That's great. Yeah, like honestly, like what the fuck? That's wild that you created that in the game.
Anyway, Mr. Tentacles.
Yes.
Order.
Please continue your story.
Where was I?
The unfair pay and working conditions under Mr. Krabs.
The working conditions are, I could politely say, below standard.
Mr. Tentacles, in your opinion, could you state for this court here today, do you think that Mr. Krabs is a financially responsible individual?
I think the tax evasion speaks for that. But what do I know?
We're going to strike that from the record.
Sorry, that was for me.
Reason being?
Reason being, he cannot talk about the accused crime. He is just here to answer your questions.
Understandable.
All right, I will say I will answer the question. I will answer the question for you. He does not put any amount of money into the said business. He keeps it all to himself.
And Mr. Tentacles, you work in the cash register. You handle the incoming cash firsthand, correct?
Yes.
And for your recollection, can you please explain to this court here today on where you see this money going to? Where do you see it going to a safe? Do you see it being counted? Have you seen these books? Have you written in these books on the alleged proper legal accounting?
I personally have no ties to any books. Every time the sale goes through, Mr. Krabs comes over and takes the money directly. It never enters said cash register itself. It just leaves.
Interesting. So there's no record of these sales or transactions.
Not that I'm aware of.
Very interesting. The prosecution rests.
The judge has a question for the witness.
Yes, sir.
You said that you see. Yes. You see the defendant pocketing cash?
He takes it out of my hands, yes, because he is entranced by said money.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Defense, are you ready for your questioning?
Just taking some notes real quick.
Okay. I'll continue. You let me know when you are ready. How are you doing, Mr. Ten Tickles?
Just wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you happen to go to the buffet in the waiting room?
I'm trying to keep my figure for my clarinet recital.
Oh well.
Oh, you play the clarinet?
Yeah, you'll have that.
Why, yes, I do.
Journalist, do you have do you want to say anything to the witness here?
No comment.
Oh no.
Very
I'm
well.
an internet player for my band.
Oh,
What are you doing
Mr.
after this?
Tentacles, are you free to join the Bailiff's band?
All right.
I'm better as a solo act.
Oh, okay. Well,
Game recognizes game. That's okay. Game recognizes game. That's all right. We'll just ask Squilliam.
No, not him.
Squilliam it is. Are you ready, Defense?
No.
Yes.
All right, Defense, you have the floor. Oh, fuck. Defense, you have the floor.
Judge, I
Wait.
wish I could. No,
Hold on.
I,
Please
I-
pause.
I
Please-
would bonk you if I could. You broke the rules of your own courtroom.
Everyone, please hold. You have the floor.
All right. Mr. Squidward, is it?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Squidward. I'm gonna ask you this question again. Do you enjoy working at the Krusty Krab?
It somewhat pays the bills.
What?
If I remember, if I'm aware, if I'm aware of the Bikini Bottom's financial status, a lot of people in the community lives to low to no wages and they can live comfortably. But also, I'd like to point out, according to Mr. Krabs, you have always been a difficult employee, always come in with a bad attitude, always grumbling about something, always causing a lot of tensions between you and Mr. SpongeBob.
Objection, Your Honor. He is badgering my client.
Well, he didn't get to finish his question, so I'm gonna overrule it until he finishes your question. Until he finishes his question.
Are any of these things true?
I come into work.
Before you answer that, can you repeat that question, Defense?
No.
God. Mr. Squidward,
I deserve that.
according to Mr. Krabs,
Hold it.
So good. That was so fucking good.
Thank you.
according to Mr. Krabs, you tend to come into the Krusty Krab with a bad attitude and tend to have a lot of tension between Mr. SpongeBob SquarePants. Is this true?
I'll allow it. You can be uncuffed.
I come in to work with an attitude, with a good attitude at first, and then I see our fry cook, and I am appalled.
And what is it about the fry cook that makes you appalled?
He is loud. He is annoying.
Prosecution, I would object for relevance.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Do it again.
Objection, Your Honor, relevance. This has nothing to pertain to the questions regarding this trial.
Sustained. New line of questioning.
There's a point to this.
New line of questioning.
I recommend getting to the point.
Yeah, I'll take the bailiff suggestion here. I recommend getting to the point, Defense.
Mr. Krabs, Squidward, do you actually care about what happens to the Krusty Krab?
It is my job, after all.
And how often you said Mr. Krabs just grabs the money? How many times have you seen Mr. Krab just pocket money and walk out?
Well, I don't know what
Back to his back office.
He takes it to his back office, and then I don't see it ever again.
So you have no idea what he does with the money. Did you know that you were working for a charity?
That probably explains why my pay is so little.
So do you remember the contract that you signed?
Contract? What contract?
So whenever you came into work, did you ever think about, did he ever explicitly tell you that you were getting paid? Actually.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Do I need to repeat
Your Honor,
myself?
Badgering.
Overruled.
That's so fucking appeasing.
This is why we never object.
Look, he's making good points. I have to overrule because
Is he? That's what Patrick is asking us.
What the fuck is
prosecutor's side on this one.
What the fuck is it?
This is a circus.
prosecution. Do you have any more questions for the or defense? Do you have any more questions for the witness?
I know. I think that's enough, honestly.
Danny is not gonna come back. Danny is not gonna come back to Friday Funday after this. This is the last appearance.
Mr. Chicken, would you like to call your witness to the stand? Oh God, why is your face so long?
Why am I being abused right now? Yes, I would
Would
like
you
to
like
call
to
my
call
witness.
your witness to the stand? Yes or
Yes.
no? Here he is.
Ugh. So, nosy Miss Janitor.
Oh my God, Sheila? Is that you?
No.
Oh fuck!
Only answer the lawyer's questions.
Everyone looks like Sheila here. Damn.
Everywhere I look, I see her.
Miss Janitor. How long have you been at the Krusty Krab helping out with the charity?
About 2 weeks.
2 weeks. What do you think about it so far?
It's a little gross, but I'll get it cleaned up.
Oh, well, that's great. So have you ever seen Mr. Krabs pocket money and then just leave out of the Krusty Krab?
Why no? I work the night shift.
Oh, okay. And have you seen any shady activity, any shady characters come in and out of the Krusty Krab?
Other than that, poor old. What? Sorry, I thought I heard
No
something.
interrupts my witness. What was that?
Continue.
Other than that poor, sad old man Plankton that comes in and gets his ass beat every Tuesday. No.
Interesting. And you say he comes in every Tuesday? Does this cause any distress to our Mr. Krabs?
I think it causes distress over everybody at the Krusty Krab because this Plankton is trying to get the Krabby Patty formula.
We have breaking
Oh.
news.
That's the most relevant news I've seen.
Wake up!
This is the most wild.
Defense, I need you to get your witness in order, or I will be recalling them from the stand.
What?
Actually, not to be rude, but I feel like it's the court that needs to be in order, not my witness.
Oh shit.
Hold him in contempt. Prosecution, you may ask your questions.
Thank you so much, Miss, for joining us here today. Would you please state your name for the court?
My name is Susie Bell.
Susie. May I call you Miss
Sheila.
Bell? Is there a Mr. Bell?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question? The judge was being a little loud.
I said, do you go by a Miss Bell? Is there a Mr. Bell?
No, it did not yet, but there could be. Wink, wink.
Okay, thank you very much.
Do not hit on the attorneys.
Miss Bell, please state for this court your job. In your time at the Krusty Krab, what exactly is your job?
I'm an overnight janitor, handsome.
And what areas do you clean overnight?
I clean all of the Krusty Krab, mainly the main floor, but I also go back and clean the kitchen. I also clean Mr. Krabs' office.
So when you are working in cleaning up Miss Krabs' office, have you noticed any disheveled paperwork or any unput away money at the end of those shifts?
Well, Mr. Krabs is very particular about his money. He makes sure every cent gets into his safe.
I see. And do you see him ever take any record or writing down what all goes in that safe or keeping track of it anywhere?
No, he just shoves it right in there.
Interesting. Interesting. Thank you, Miss Bell. There are no further questions.
Defense, since I cut you short, you can ask one more question.
No, I'm done.
Oh, I get you away.
But not be-
Defense or prosecution, do either of you have anything to say before we move to closing arguments? This is an open floor. Whoever speaks up first gets to speak first.
I'm prepared for my closing.
Like
Defense?
I'm okay. He can speak first.
Okay. We will move to closing arguments. Does anybody need time before we go to closing arguments? Do you need time, defense?
Nope.
Prosecution? Let's hear it.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Active Judge. Thank you so much for your time here today.
Ask us.
Fine ladies and gentlemen of the court here today. As we respect your time, we respect your opinion. This courtroom is full of your fellow constituents here. I think it's very important to remember what is all at stake here today. As we've seen with all the evidence posted today and the witness statements and testimonies, what we have found here today is that Mr. Krabs not only is a poor business leader, he is a negative impact on this community by withholding his taxes, which is not only impacting all of us, but is also impacting everybody in this community. Not only is there less tax revenue going in the system, that also puts more pressure on our end to fill that gap in. So with this businessman, as he so calls himself, we have spoken to disgruntled employees who are not treated fairly. Not only is there more charges that should be applied to today, my final statement to you all is that with this evidence proving here today, we know that Mr. Krabs is a money-hungry business person, nothing more than a charlatan who has not only scammed us, but has scammed our greater community. Thank you, Judge.
Defense, are you ready for your closing statement?
Yes, sir.
You got the floor.
Thank you, Judge, and thank you, jury, for being here today, and everybody who's come to the courtroom. I would just like to say that in this courtroom, we have Mr. Krabs here, who started off as a fry cook and was realized how much food made community happy, and decided to open a charity where he can use those skills and share those skills with employees like SpongeBob and Squidward, and create a community and provide food for everybody. Because as we all know, in the Bikini Bottom, a lot of people are from low income and barely have any jobs, and they need to be able to eat as well. So he created the Krusty Krab as a great charity, and because they're enjoying, you have people like Mr. Plankton, who have been trying everything, have done anything but to dismantle this big community that he's been serving. Mr. Krabs only cares about serving his community, taking care of his daughter Pearl, and making sure that he has a successful business that helps the community again. So I don't think, as far as you can see, the evidence also shows of people tampering with his home. He has gone through a lot of hardships, and each time he comes back even stronger. And I feel like that shows that Mr. Krabs has an amazing character and actually cares about his community and does not give up easy. I do believe the evidence speaks for itself that Mr. Krabs has done nothing but serve the community, and there's also no evidence of tax evasion. Thank you so much.
Okay. We have heard the arguments. We have seen the breaking news. The held in contempts. The witness statements. Jury, exclamation point yes or exclamation point no. Ooh. Nice weather
Well.
we're having, huh?
Up to the clanker with you, Crabs.
I would like to say that my acting was on point tonight.
Don't get ahead of yourself now, bailiff.
Just say the word you're on, and I'll shoot him dead in the street.
Excuse me, Mr. Bailiff. Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet
If you go
that-
anywhere near his dog, we will hold you.
I'm gonna feed you to the dog now.
Oh no! Will, no!
Get him, boy.
No!
Good boy.
Order, order. I will have order in this court. We have heard the arguments from both sides. We have heard the witnesses from both sides.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Krabs.
I need to. We've heard the jury's decision, but the jury does not decide the case here in this court. Unfortunately for everyone, I am the one that decides what happens here in this court. I do need to ask the bailiff one question, though. Do you know if it's allowed if I ask a witness a question?
It depends on the question itself. You're allowed to ask for clarifications on specific questions, but if you are, I would say you're not allowed to ask a question if you're looking for an answer that would sway the court's opinion in one way or the other.
Okay. In
It's
that
not
case, I
your
will
job
not
to-
ask this question. I will make my judgment without the question answered, and then I will ask said question. In the case of the people versus the Krabs, this court finds Mr. Krabs, unfortunately, guilty as a sock.
Yeah!
Let's go!
Wanker with you!
Raul, the witness said that he got paid. Danny specifically said that nobody got paid and they were all volunteers. I needed you to push him and ask him if he was actually getting paid.
Yeah. At this point, people kept talking over me, so I couldn't even think.
If you would have just asked him and clarified that he got paid, I would have sided with you. That's the question I was going to ask him.
The other thing, though, is that would have contradicted his own evidence.
Correct.
Oh, what did I can't look at the evidence now. Damn.
The evidence, my God, the evidence was fucked.
It was.
It was like, oh, SpongeBob said he loves being paid by Krabs. He's very generous. I'm like, why would I ever play that?
honestly, though, it's better to just not play evidence than it is to play something that contradicts the point you're trying to make.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if your argument is that Krabs runs a charity, then you play the evidence that Squidward got paid with a frowny face, and then the witness comes out and says that he was paid, you are now introducing evidence that is bunk.
Well, I had nothing, okay?
Look, I only got to put in 20 pieces of evidence. I did 10
no
and
more
10.
AI, boo.
I tried my best.
Can I just say that, like, the fact that Robo was stunned 48 times that session?
I got a fucking concussion.
I like the objections because it kept the judge involved. But I wanted to
every
hear
single
what he,
one, even the valid ones.
I wanted to hear
no.
what he had to say. I was trying to give him a chance.
Ronald, I agree with Danny.
That's the point of the objection is to not to.
I was trying to give him a chance.
His badgering objection was on point.
Okay, also
You're like, no, I want to hear him out. Like, that's literally the point of the objection.
how bad was my Squidward impression?
Squidward impression was
pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, I thought it was I didn't know how it was gonna come through.
We're all Squidward.
Andrew, you getting in on this? If we get Andrew in here, then we can have everyone plus one juror.
That's gotta be nuts.
What does
never
the
had a
juror
juror.
actually do?
I was gonna
Watch.
All right, all of you are gonna watch me argue to nobody.
You're just gonna watch me argue.
All right, prosecutor. What do we have here today?
Oh, we got one. We got him in.
That's a good question.
In defense, what did you to say? Nothing. Oh man, I guess he's guilty.
Can you hear me this time?
Yes.
Yes.
Is my mic working?
We hear you this time, loud and
Sounds
clear.
like
PogChamp. Dude, when you were like, Raul, do you want to ask the witness another question? He just went, it was so fucking funny.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave it up to the. I guess I'll leave it up to the prosecutor, who is Bryce now. We have, hold on, we have one case left that has custom cards, and then all the other cases will be default cards. What do you want to do?
I'm fine with it being default cards,
Okay.
but I think it'll also depend on the defendant, and if the defendant. I don't mind having like the regular cards that the game uses because I can vamp off of those. But if there is somebody who would be the defense here feels that is whack because the default cards are kind of whack. I'm fine with that. With
I can't
Fine,
definitely
default cards.
hear, so you guys are gonna have to fucking suffer. Brando, thank you for the 5 gifted.
What?
Did you leave? Oh,
No.
You were just covered by the cards. Thank you, Brando.
Uh-huh. I guess.
Look, I didn't whack you the most. I whacked Danny the most.
Yeah, I know.
And this is crazy.
Do we have a
doing what you
defense?
ask of me, and I'm whacked over the head for it.
But I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Do you?
It kept the judge involved. If not, we would have just been sitting there.
And you were about to start asking him questions. What the hell?
Because I wanted to know about him getting paid.
Guys,
All
I'm
the
not
judge
defending.
can
I knew
do
the
is ask to
specific-
clarify, and that's it.
I knew the specific question that you were gonna ask, which is why I said no, because I knew that you were gonna bring that point up. And to your point, you can only go off of the assumption that the witness is telling the truth because the defense didn't challenge it or the prosecution didn't ask them to elaborate on it. So from that, you just say,
You just
"All right,
shut
well, the
your
witness."
pretty little
I
mouth.
just go with what I heard. Damn it.
And yeah,
I volunteer to
witness
be
is under
a
oath.
tribute.
We need a defense. Please don't make me do it. I think I defended the first time. I can't do it again.
Well, don't let him be bailiff. He's just gonna whack me.
I can't whack you.
You can't be
Oh,
whacked.
thank
You are-
God
you are
I'm
immune to
safe.
Whacking.
Let's go, Bryce.
All right, you're whack proof.
Oh boy.
All right.
I don't know which juror I want to be. I don't know.
Let me
2
just-
or 3.
One
boys.
with the boys.
Okay, so are we okay with default cards?
Oh, I don't care.
I am, yeah, because I'd rather somebody else.
Okay,
Get
so
the,
hold on. Let me do
The
some math
easier
real
to argue cards.
quick. Oh, we have 30 seconds because the ads are running. Look, I don't know how we keep doing this, but we time it perfect with the ads.
It's just like
let's
an hour to
see.
get through a case.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is just about. Okay, we did this one, so 23. So choose a number between 3 and 23.
What the fuck?
We had a lot of submissions.
23.
You know the right
let's
number.
Let's go with 13. Is that the right number?
13.
I know that I submitted a bunch last minute, so I didn't want to pick those.
Let me do some math here.
Unless that is one that I submitted, in which case pick another number for me.
Okay, number 13. I'm not sure the defense would know, so we're gonna go with 14.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, we are not gonna go with
Was it
14. We're just
another
gonna keep going up
fucking
till we
D&D
find one
joke?
where I know the defense can be involved.
Let's go. Hi, chat.
have-
By the way,
Andrew, have you watched any medical TV shows?
no, but who cares?
God
No.
damn it! This
I
would
could
have been my
probably-
decision.
Attitude.
Do you know who everyone cover their ears? Do you know who Dr. House is?
I was.
I know.
gonna
He's
say-
like the he
He's
just
the
kind of
lupus
like
guy.
walks.
Okay. Well, I guess we will go with this one. It does not have custom cards, so you're just gonna have to wing it. Bryce, here is your case.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
And this one did have share credit, so thank you to cousin Derek for this suggestion.
Jesus Christ, Derek.
The other two did actually. The other, which one did we do? The other three,
13.
2 or 3 did not have share credit, so I won't share credit.
Wow.
But this one did. So thanks, Drake.
Say Drake.
Whoever accused Mr. Krabs of tax fraud doesn't want to be credited. I sense a witness who's afraid to come forward.
They said keep it anonymous, so
This is just the beginnings of a RICO case. Watch the news.
Oh.
you might just get hit with the Rico.
What the fuck does
What is
that?
happening right now?
What is it? Racketeering.
Racketeering.
What does RICO stand for? I'm a lawyer. I should know this.
You'd be the one prosecuting the Rico
Racketeering,
case.
Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act.
It's not lupus. That's funny.
All right.
That is funny. We're waiting for
Raul,
Raul. While we're
ready
waiting for
up.
Raul, I'm gonna go get a refill.
You guys having fun in court? This is the
Bryce,
case
do you
file.
know a lot about House? Am I about to get lit up right now?
I've binged the first 5 seasons.
All right. Oh boy. Here we go.
You also could, and I recommend this, just make shit up. Because it's House.
Oh yeah. That's the plan.
What's wrong with this kid?
He
I
broke
looked
his
up what
foot
he
class.
does.
Give him opium.
This kid has no evidence of mental health illness. I'm gonna go home and play League of Legends. House face.
I looked up what he does, and he specializes in nephrology. I don't know what that word means. So we had to look that one up already.
He basically runs an office that specializes in hard to detect or rare medical conditions.
Oh, great.
He also spent time in jail.
For what?
Operating without a license, I believe, is why he went to jail.
Okay, good to know. Actually, might be good to know.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, he went to prison for driving into his boss's house.
Well, those are so different.
I'm not gonna read
Oh,
the rest
you
of
were
it
mixing
because
up
it has-
suits and house.
Ah,
That's what-
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, back with the refills. Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Find
Friday
something
Funday
doesn't
Court
have to-
is back. Back in session.
Doom, doom, doom. Ordering the court.
Okay,
theme
here we
song.
go. You could still hear me, right? This last time.
Mhm.
All right, fantastic.
No more hissing.
Just fear
What do we
from
got
last time.
Okay.
Judge Danny is presiding.
Okay, out of character comment, I just found out that they're reprinting the Claire Obscure physical copy, so I paid $5 more for nothing. That's a shame.
Hi, Brando.
Hey,
Oh my god, a juror.
yeah.
I was like, who's speaking? And then I'm
Guilty,
like, He's right behind me,
guilty,
isn't he?
guilty.
Well, that's fun.
I have a guilty and a Oh, I could draw? What?
What?
I have a tablet. I could draw. I don't know what it does. I'll draw it on your slate to show it to the others.
This one is used. We still have a lot of submissions for whenever we play this again.
Not gonna lie, my
why is-
evidence is a little.
Why is the prosecution muted?
Mm.
Your Honor, I'm holding you in contempt.
They're muted until they they type in all of this stuff. I think.
Oh. All right, I'll take you out of handcuffs then.
Oh, thanks.
I think you can put him back in.
Oh, okay.
What the dog
Well-
doing?
My
No drop.
apologies, Your Honor. I was just. Everybody, can you hear me now? Can they? Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Your Honorable Judge RoboDude359, the prosecution is bringing charges against Dr. Gregory House for the crime of illegal traffic of organs for sale on the black market.
Yeah.
Orange for sale.
Okay, dude.
Wow, what a fucking witness I got.
Oh no. Oh no. What the hell?
Oh boy.
Oh.
Is it Santa again? Because that's gonna be a rough one.
That would have been fucking great. I would have asked to be put in place of a witness if it was Santa. He's very busy at this time of year, you understand. He has to double check his list to make sure that that action is in fact naughty and not nice. Your Honor.
Yeah, Your Honor.
Oh boy.
Your Honor.
Your Honor.
His Honor was too stunned to speak.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, I know the prosecutor can't spell, but we can get this going.
That speaks nothing to my ability.
Everyone shall be held in contempt until his honor comes back.
You sick fuck. What did you do with the kidneys?
Man, I could beat this guy with both hands locked behind my back.
What about
I
with
can
two
break
hands in
these
front of you?
Probably not.
There is no judge. This is actually just a fight. Whoever survives the fight is innocent.
All right, bring it.
Whoever survives the fight? Oh,
Yep.
okay.
If you would like to make some news article about this, you can.
I can't
if you want to
strafe
draw
in
about
this
this, you
game.
can.
I can't strafe. Oh, that was...
Your Honor, please.
Sir, a second plane has hit the sock puppet.
No.
Okay.
You're back in contempt.
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay, you're free.
Okay.
5 minutes
I
time.
guess I could use this time to check my
Oh yeah. Unless you're held in contempt. Okay, fine.
photographic memory, baby.
Wait, so these cards aren't custom cards?
These are
telling me?
not custom cards.
That's kind of crazy because the cards that I got are kind of...
I was gonna say I've got some pretty decent ones for this.
We just have to hope that his honor comes back. Your Honor, we beg.
I've just been drawing this entire time on my board, and I have to say, this is fun. If this is what court's like, this is
Is the
crazy.
witness here?
I'm here.
Okay.
He's in
Just wanted
contempt.
to make sure.
He's free.
You contempt these balls.
Oh, what? That's crazy.
Defender,
I
I
like the
hardly
noise
know
that
her.
doing that made.
Just wait till you guys see the masterpiece I've been drawing.
Your Honor. Well, look. At least you guys have a good ample amount of time to build your cases, right?
I probably should be doing that, but we're just gonna go with the flow here.
We're just gonna vibe it.
I feel like
You know
that's
what?
how
I
house
respect
works,
it.
right? Is that how house works? Is that how it's gonna work?
You know, yeah, actually.
Is that how house works? I don't know. I haven't seen this.
Is it? I have no idea who I'm defending. I was given this case 5 minutes ago.
I was just given this case. All right, let's see who I'm defending. Illegal traffic of organs.
Travis.
No, of orange, please.
He's trafficking orange again, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the prosecutor might be dyslexic. However, that is not does not discount the severity of this crime. Sorry, this crim.
Oh shit, this is crazy. This is beautiful.
Can I see what you're working on?
I don't know how to like show it. It says I can draw on your slate to show it to others.
Beautiful.
Wait, you could see it?
Well, I looked at your stream.
Oh, yeah.
That's cheating.
I wanted to look. You
It's
want
a-
a job in the paper?
Honestly,
Please don't make me have to reset this because I have the perfect cards for this, dude.
Well, we will give the honorable RoboDude 359 approximately 5 minutes. If his honor does not show up, I will preside over this case.
How?
We're gonna unfortunately have to go to a new courtroom.
But my cards.
No.
Well,
My cards are also so good for this.
I will give you guys each 5 more additional minutes to build your
I-
cases with new cards.
Unironically,
Should it
am
come
able
to that?
argue with 5 pieces of evidence.
Wait,
I
Lil,
also can argue.
Lil,
What's going on?
check it again.
He's back.
Oh!
Oh my god.
There it is.
Your Honor.
He's back.
He's back.
He's
What do we have going on
He's
here?
so back.
Your Honor,
the prosecution-
I'm sorry. I find
Your
I find
Honor,
the case.
the prosecution cannot spell.
Your Honor, the prosecution is dyslexic.
Your
In
Honor,
the case
please.
of Dr. House being accused of illegal trafficking of orange for sale on the black market.
It is organs, however, I cannot
What is an
write
orin?
the letter. Your Honor, it is intended to say organs. I unfortunately have a phobia of the letter G.
He does.
What about illegal?
Okay.
Objection, badgering.
off to a great start.
The prosecution is ready to
The
present
prosecution can have an opening statement.
What makes us human? Is it our soul? Is it the thoughts and feelings that we have for those around us? No. It is the blood, the skin, the organs that give us life. Your heart beats, your lungs oxygenate your blood, which flows through your veins and arteries. It is your kidneys, your stomach, and your liver, and other vital organs, which, if removed against your will and sold to those with money illegally, is an affront to not only the justice system, but to the practice and the Hippocratic oath that every doctor swears when they become a doctor.
Thank you for that. Defense?
Yes, Your Honor. The character assassination on such a profound doctor, such as Dr. House, we're just going to prove all of this false, and I can't wait to show how poorly the prosecutor has presented this case with even just misspelling. Clearly can't file paperwork very well. We're ready to go for this. They can start with their evidence whenever they're
Can you
ready.
tell me that you are aiming for a mistrial?
Oh no! I'm just gonna wipe the floor with this guy.
All right, thank
That's
you.
all.
Prosecution, please. Your first piece of evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. First, I would like to submit into evidence a medical file. Spoiler alert, it's not good. The medical file that I am presenting into evidence is of a John Doe, an individual who came in after a tragic drunk driving accident, left them brain dead and stuck on life support. This individual, while showing no brain activity, still maintained healthy organs and blood flow. And before the family was able to speak to this doctor, if you can call him that, about what to do with the rest of this individual's life, harvested his kidneys and liver and sold them. The individual was found in his hospital room, out of surgery, still breathing, with zero brain activity, but missing both kidneys and his liver. They were later found in a cooler, buried in a hole in this man's garden.
I don't remember this
My
episode.
God. Defense?
Yes, Your Honor. So I'd like to start by saying that that's not the card I want to use. How do I? Okay, ignore that piece of evidence. We're not using that.
Shoddy lawyering, am I right?
Okay, I would like to start by saying that the prosecutor has presented a medical file, but what he failed to present was the old suitcase that we have put into evidence here that this medical file belonged to. Suitcase of which does not belong to our Dr. House here, and rather a different doctor in a separate division of the hospital that Mr. House works in.
Why was his signature found on the medical file?
It's not you're not questioning the. It's our turn here, buddy. I would like to present instead this sticky page book that the prosecutor tried to present into evidence. I think that if they're trying to put in some pages that are stuck together awkwardly, they're probably not a great lawyer. That's all. Back to them.
Okay. Prosecution?
Oh.
Relevancy to the book. I did not submit that into evidence. You are submitting your own book into evidence.
That's true.
Yeah.
You heard him, Your Honor. He submitted his own piece of evidence in an attempt to slander my firm's good name. However, I will not let that get to me. I will instead submit an artifact that was gathered from Dr. House's own office. This water gun filled with a Vicodin water slurry. I believe that one of his co-workers that we will call into witness later will confirm that this water gun was used to spray this Vicodin water slurry into Dr. House's mouth.
What?
I believe, Your Honor, that the defense does not have a full history of this individual, as he is a drug-addled doctor who is under the effects of Vicodin daily.
This is on record.
This is on record, Your Honor. You can see it in literally any episode of the show. This water gun was a playful device used to change the system in which Dr. House uses to inject Vicodin or other pain-numbing substances into his body. Further pushing that his state of mind, being a doctor, a practicing physician who took the Hippocratic oath of do no harm, did not care for the consequences, as he was constantly high.
Okay, defense.
Okay, Your Honor, we would like to
Order the
present-
court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
we would like to present into evidence.
Not so
Yep.
fun, is it?
Now you can keep going. This happens a lot.
It's all right. Your Honor. I find it funny that the prosecutor here is trying to allege that my client here would traffic organs on the black market, when in fact we have found out that the prosecutor themselves has purchased items off of the black market themselves.
Prosecutor.
Yeah, yes, that guy standing right over there. To try and accuse, it sounds like projection, to try and accuse our client of selling items on the black market while buying items off of the black market.
I'm not sure I see the relevance to the case.
Okay, well, I keep clicking things on accident. You can ignore that one too. I think there's plenty of relevance to this case.
You're gonna
Your Honor.
wanna wait on that drawing for a second.
Oh boy. Okay.
Your Honor, my sexual proclivities are of no relevancy to this case. Yes, I have purchased a bad dragon dildo off of the dark web, but that is only because Spencer's Goods does not carry the shape and size in which I prefer.
I wish I didn't know that.
Will I hold him in contempt for that?
Sure. I like it.
Well, Your Honor, I'm scared.
Anything else, defense?
The defense will pass back to the
So
prosecutor
you
for
can
now.
put those handcuffs.
Prosecution.
Yes, Your Honor. Final pieces of evidence that I would like to submit. A single earbud connected to Dr. House's phone, still playing the song Man Eater by Hall & Oates.
Mm-hmm. It's a banger tune.
It is, and I'm sure that your client would agree, as this song speaks of somebody eating men.
What is that?
This client is accused of selling these illicit, illegal organs onto the black market to a known cannibal.
He's a man.
Seen in this
eater.
courtroom. See that the witness knows the song as well. To a witness known as Eugene Krabs, a
No.
recently prosecuted and found guilty individual. However, the crime in which he committed was not only tax fraud, but he was also found guilty of serving human flesh in his
I don't think we have that
Krabby Patties.
that proof.
Human flesh?
Human flesh.
Objection,
It is
Your
not
Honor.
illegal for crabs and sponges and octopi to consume human flesh, the sale of which is illegal, as is the harvesting without the patient's consent, nor the consent of their next of kin should they be incapacitated, or, as the medical file states, legally brain dead.
Oh.
Oh.
And another piece of evidence to further show Dr. House's mental strain. This energy drink mixed
That didn't flip.
with, as you guessed it, Vicodin.
No.
Can I have that?
Yes.
Once it's been entered into evidence and cataloged,
I'll enter it. I'll enter it in the evidence.
Please present it
well,
to the
it's
bench, please.
Yeah. Here you go. I
Thanks.
threw it to you. Here. It's wrapped in this paper. That is all the evidence that the prosecution has to submit.
Okay. Well, we have some evidence in front of us.
Sure.
Yep. Would either of you like to call in some witnesses?
I will allow the defense to call their witness in first. 'Cause it seems they
No,
are
I
having
think you can
some
call
trouble.
yours in first.
By all means. We would like to call into, for the record, one of the doctors working alongside Dr. House. Hello, doctor.
Hello.
Now, for the court, could you tell us about the process in which Dr. House diagnoses patients with as much detail as you're able?
Well, Dr. House has.
Oh, please
please
hold.
wait,
We have
patient.
breaking news.
Talk to your team.
Continue.
That's terrible things to be sharing on the news, but okay.
Bad.
Anyways, when
Awareness.
doctors are no wait, hold on. What was your question? Oh wait, House.
How would you describe the process in which Dr. House diagnoses?
Doctors, I don't know.
Does
House.
he follow standard hospital procedure?
Dr. House takes a very unorthodox approach to diagnosing patients. Is he the correct most of the times? Yes. However, his approach has caused a lot of turmoil in the hospital. He tends to he lacks bedside manners. He lacks decorum. He does not follow proper procedures while diagnosing or trying to find evidence or trying to get patients to, voluntarily voluntarily agree to tests. He just, if he needs DNA, he will get the DNA one way or another, which makes us question a lot of the way he proceeds. But the problem is that since he's correct, it's kind of hard to, be like goodbye. Yeah.
And
a lot of doctors,
would you
I do not
say-
agree with this, but whatever.
Would you say that Dr. House regularly consumes prescription painkillers?
Based on what I know, he does. I know that he does suffer from a medical condition, and it does cause a lot of pain. Now, am I concerned about the amount and levels of Vicodin he takes? Yes.
Interesting. And in your professional medical opinion, would taking too much of this prescription pain medication alter one's mental faculties?
Yes, it can lead to it can make you numb emotionally, which whenever you become numb emotionally, it can cause a lot of discrepancies in your judgment. It can also lead to addiction, doing anything to, find a drug, but also can cause issues like, in your urinary tract, can cause you to your consciousness changes. You can become unconscious really quickly, get really sick. Honestly, it's similar to being addicted to similar drugs like, meth and things like that. Or oxygen.
And my last question, Your Honor. Has Dr. House's conduct ever raised suspicions for you to report this conduct to the medical board?
He has been under review multiple times. Actually, there's been multiple reports. There's been multiple claims and violations set up because of other doctors, nurses, higher ups, even interns he's worked with because of how he carries himself. And also, a lot of people are concerned about him and they want him to get the help he needs.
And would you put patients on that list of individuals concerned of his mental faculties?
Yes, quite a few.
And has Dr. House ever performed a medical procedure that was not relevant to the symptoms or the afflictions that they are currently experiencing?
To my knowledge, unfortunately, I have no idea. A lot of the procedures he does them, and usually it solves the problem. Again,
Regardless of the outcome of the test, has
he does take
he
does like to take liberty in
irrelevant
tests.
to the symptoms that the patient is experiencing.
Yes, he likes to take his own liberties based on theories and hypotheses instead of following the actual procedures of looking at the evidence. And he does not take the proper procedure of, telling what he's going to do. He just does it without notifying people that he's going to run these tests.
So you would agree that Dr. House is an impulsive individual?
Correct.
Your Honor, the prosecution rests.
Okay. Defense, would you like to call in your witness?
Oh wait, can I cross-examine their witness first?
Sorry,
Oh,
sorry, Your
yeah,
Honor.
sure.
You're supposed to,
I guess.
I can if you want. I don't know.
Shit, I guess.
Hey.
I would love to, please and thank you. Can I have the speaking stick, please? Do I have the speaking stick? Okay.
It doesn't light up for this.
Oh, okay. No. All right. Can you repeat what your name was, Doctor? I don't believe you stated before.
Yes, my name is Dr. D. Cola.
Dr. D. Cola. And what do you specialize in, Doctor?
Me? With the boys?
Yeah. What's your specialization?
I'm a general surgeon.
General surgeon. Great. Okay. How would you describe character-wise Dr. House? Just in 3 words, how would you describe him?
Impulsive. Lacks bedside manners. An addict.
Also. Great. You say impulsive. So you would say that the doctor tends to act on a whim then? They're not very they wouldn't plot something out very often. They tend to, if they know the problem, they're going to try and fix it then and there?
Yes, he tends to be very impulsive in that aspect, and sometimes he causes a lot of issues while doing that.
Could you give an example of that?
For example, let's see, what was that one case? We had a patient who was suffering from a very rare medical condition.
I can hear it.
I knew I
Say
had the
anything
word
about the Wikipedia page on this.
There was a patient, and she was she had a lot of bruises and cuts. And I had a suspicion that he had a suspicion.
I figured it out.
Had, SIPA, which is a congenital insensitivity to pain and anhidrosis, which basically means that she lacks the nerves and she doesn't have the same pain receptors as we do. And instead of taking the proper procedure to take the test, he used this cane and swung it on her.
Right. Okay. Great.
Which, by the way, I don't think a doctor would love to see a patient would like to see a doctor swinging on their child with a cane.
Sure. Now, did it work?
I mean, I guess.
You said that Dr. House has a pretty overwhelming success rate, correct? So
Yeah,
even in
I'll
something
say
like
that.
this, that's not necessarily Dr. House's expertise, considering he's works more with kidneys and infectious diseases. It's pretty astounding that he was able to cure this ailment without his specialization in this. Is that correct?
I'd like to point out, did not say cure, he just diagnosed it. Which, as I can say, a lot of doctors can diagnose anything, including a surgeon like me.
Okay, great. You also stated that sometimes Dr. House is emotionally numb when working with his clients. Can you explain to me why that, as a doctor, would be a bad thing?
Well, the whole point of being a doctor is patient care, and being able to have proper bedside manners is important, including being able to show some empathy to the doctors, not the doctors, to the patients. And
Sure. Now, do we think sometimes emotions could cloud a judgment as a doctor?
yes, a little bit of emotion can cloud someone's judgment.
A little bit of emotion could cloud.
Yes, a little bit, but there's a difference.
What about a lot
between-
of emotion? Could that?
A lot of emotions, yeah. But there's
So
a difference
being-
between a
so
lot
being-
and no emotions at all.
So being numb, I can reword the question. Could you explain why being emotionally numb would be? Well, I'll just say it seems like being emotionally numb could be a good thing for a doctor to be. You're a doctor yourself, correct? Obviously,
Yes.
and you're a general practitioner. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. So if you had an emotional connection to all of your clients, do you not think that there could be some cases in which you would maybe not make the right judgment because you were so emotionally connected to a client?
In some cases, maybe.
So okay. So let's give an example. Say a client was a close relative,
Objection,
and there was
speculation.
It's not speculation. It's a hypothetical. Your
I
Honor.
feel this is going on very long. I would ask
Okay,
the
sure.
defense to please
He's
get to a
asking.
point.
He's asking.
I'll ask
the
one more
witness
question.
to weigh
Have you
in
ever
on an issue
seen
that is
Have you
not
ever
pertinent
seen
to the
Dr.
case.
House leave with any organs from your hospital before?
Well,
Maybe.
Well, we're in a court. You can yes or no. Have you seen the doctor?
Yes.
Okay. Can you answer what organs you've seen him leave with?
Kidneys, liver.
Kidneys. Interesting how our doctor is a special in kidney diseases. It would make sense that he would leave a hospital with kidneys to possibly test. Hence also why he would have a cooler with kidneys in his garden. I mean, burying it in the garden sure is weird, but we're also not professionals. He's the professional here, and it doesn't seem like he has much of a problem with how successful Mr. House is here. Thank you. That's
I
all
would
the
like to say
questions I have for the
speculation. He
witness.
does not know a single thing. He was not listening to me this entire time.
I wrote it all down.
okay, thank you.
Your Honor, Dr. House isn't a kidney specialist.
He is. I looked it up. It says he specializes in infectious diseases and nephrology. And nephrology is specifically about kidneys.
Can confirm
And
your
why?
honor.
Why would?
Oh, look
a
at the
doctor
prosecutor
at
not knowing what a
Why
kidney
would
is.
the doctor at a prestigious medical institution need to take kidneys or livers off campus for the testing?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking the court.
You could bring the other doctor back, your witness, but if you're asking me, it seems like
By all
we're
means,
not the
bring
professionals here.
Bring my witness back in. Doctor, you at your institution take a live organ off campus for testing?
No.
He's just a general doctor, though. He's not a specialist.
And you're just an attorney.
That's true. That is true, which is why we're supposed to ask you for clarification on this.
That's
But
crazy
I would
statement.
appreciate
All
it
right.
if you did not
Anyway.
antagonize my witness.
Your honor, I'm holding him in contempt. That seemed out of pocket.
I'll show you pockets.
Okay.
Uh,
Would the defense like to call their witness?
Sure. I guess I don't really. Okay. Sure. Yeah. How do I? Oh,
fucking
yeah,
sure.
that's the one.
Oh boy.
Hello. Hi. Could you state your name for the court?
Hi. Well, my name is Martha. Martha Moo.
Oh my God, Sheila? Is that you? Sheila! Hey, Sheila!
Yep.
Sheila, this judge. He can't
Thank you, Your Honor.
love.
Just go ahead.
Yep. Hello, Martha. Is Martha okay?
I guess.
Could you state for the court what your title is?
I'm just a janitor.
Just a janitor. Don't say just a janitor. You play a very important role in keeping the hospitals clean. And when do you usually work, Martha? What is your working hours?
My working hours are usually from let's see, I come in like around 1 and leave like around 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Okay.
Yeah,
And is
she
that
does.
around closing hours of the hospital? Is that do
Well, wait, don't wait.
Is-
Well,
is the
actually,
hospital
don't actually
24/7?
close, but
some? Okay. Yeah. Fair.
It's
Fair.
just my shift. Yes.
Okay, great. But safe to say that you're there pretty late. Do you often see Dr. House here leaving his shift when you are working?
Well, I try not to be nosy, but he does hobble back and forth the hospital. Wait, hold on.
No,
Okay, great.
it
Yes.
stays on the record.
He does hobble back and cross in the hospital. I'm sure
yeah,
that's true.
I do see him. He does seem to always be in a hurry somewhere. He is a doctor, in fact, so I guess they're always in a hurry.
That's true. And have you ever talked to Dr. House here before?
Not really. He kind of scares me.
And why does he scare you?
He just has this very overpowered, very strong, demanding energy around him. I want to say
Tell him,
kinda
Sheila,
hard-
he has that aura.
Who's
Okay,
Sheila?
Great. Oh. Breaking news.
This is news.
No, it's not. They are.
Oh boy.
Sheila, I love you.
Okay, great. Okay, where was I going with this? Right. Martha, have you ever seen Dr. House here leave the hospital with anything? Does he ever carry things out with him?
Sometimes he carries a cane. Well, he always has a cane. I did have seen him walk around with paperwork, some surgery supplies, maybe like a
Great.
small cooler sometimes, I guess.
A small cooler. Okay, great. Are you ever in the break room at the hospital when Dr. House here is?
I try not to be. I like giving the doctors their break. They kind of like their space, so I kind of wait. I kind of have a schedule in my head of when they're in and out, so I try to clean when they're gone.
Okay, great. So we could assume that maybe the cooler that Dr. House brings to the hospital could be his lunch?
Well, it's kind of big for a cooler for a lunch.
You said small cooler earlier.
Did I say small cooler? Oh, bother. Sorry. It's just been a very long day.
Great. I have no
You're
further
quite
questions
handsome,
for
by
my
the
witness,
way.
Your Honor. Oh, thank you. Him? Are you talking to him or me or him? Okay, great. The prosecutor.
Prosecutors like to cross-examine.
I would also like to say out of character that I'm actually very sleepy right now. So
Perfect. You're in character. Martha, was it?
yes.
Have you ever cleaned Dr. House's office?
Office? Yes, of course.
You've taken out his trash. You've at least tidied up the common area.
Yes.
Have you found anything suspect in the trash can or in the break room adjacent to his office?
I don't know. I did see a few napkins, some tissue with blood on them.
Let's see what else. Check my notes.
Yep.
Oh, should I go clean that up? There's a lot of papers on the floors.
No, that's all right, Martha. We have someone.
Don't
for that.
move.
Don't Don't listen to him. He's just upset.
I don't like this.
On the instances where you have crossed paths with Dr. House, how would you describe his demeanor?
Well, like I told the nice young gentleman over there, I'm kind of intimidated because he just has this powerful like energy around him. So I
The
just don't wanna
crippled
be in
man
his-
with the
I don't
powerful
like-
energy.
Unmatched.
I don't wanna- I just don't wanna-
Your brief interactions with Dr. House, if it was your husband, child, boyfriend, daughter, mother, father, grandparent, would you want Dr. House to treat that family member?
Without actually knowing him, probably not, because I'll be kind of scared of him. But I am kind of nosy, so I do know that he's quite successful as a doctor. So honestly, I don't like judging a book by its
W.
cover.
By all means. And in cleaning his office, these suspicious items that you have found, have you found empty prescription bottles?
Oh yes, I've found some prescription bottles of Vicodin. It's well known in a hospital that he has I think it's lupus. Quite painful.
For the record, it is not lupus.
I forgot what it is. What is it?
It's never lupus.
It's never lupus. Hey, I'm just
Never
a
has
janitor.
been.
I'm just a janitor. I don't know what he has. I just know that he has a cane and he looks like he's always in
It is,
pain.
it is a infarction in his right leg.
Oh. I'm nosy, but not that nosy.
It's
Have
his
you also
thigh,
found-
which is the
Have you
leg.
also found alternative means of injecting this Vicodin into his system? A water gun, tubing and a needle.
I don't think I've ever seen him with any of that stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe a needle, but isn't that how Vicodin is prescribed? Or I'm not a
So you're,
nurse.
you're
or
unaware of
wouldn't-
how Vicodin is ingested into the body.
No, I just know that I will find files of them in his office.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay. Feel like we're long overdue, but closing statements, prosecution. You may start.
Is ready, Your
The
Honor.
judge sounds tired.
I'm very tired.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Your Honor.
This is 45 minutes.
In the last 45 minutes, we have seen testimony and evidence pointing.
Objection,
to-
Your Honor. We've heard testimony.
Please continue with your statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The testimony that we have heard by the defense, who seems to not understand how to present evidence.
True.
The testimony of a co-doctor of Dr. House shows that he is an impulsive man who does not care for the rules. He is a man that believes that his ends are justified by the means, which is against the code that Dr. House has agreed upon by becoming a doctor to cure illnesses, to diagnose patients, and not to fuel his own ego. Dr. House is a dangerous individual who has been found with several pieces of evidence. The medical file of the individual who was brain dead, whose kidneys and liver were missing, the hole in his garden, which was the size of a small cooler that he has been seen carrying in and out of the hospital, conveniently large enough to hold 2 kidneys and a liver. A water gun mixed with a slurry of water and Vicodin, in which this individual has no care for being seen with. An earbud playing Man-Eater while a good song does speak to this individual's state of mind, which has been altered by his addiction to Vicodin, Dr. House is a dangerous individual, and this is our opportunity to get this doctor, if you are willing to call him that, away from your loved ones to prevent their organs from being harvested against your will and your loved one's will and being sold on the black market. Prosecution rests.
Okay, defense. Your final statement.
Okay.
Better be a
Ladies
good
and
one.
ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I would like to close up here by saying the prosecutor is trying to just paint a picture of Dr. House here, saying that he's not a great doctor somehow, even though by the witnesses attest, somehow always manages to get correct diagnoses, always manages to help his patients. We've had no credible evidence to tie Dr. House to the black market at all, let alone selling organs on the black market. In a trial here, I think we need some more evidence than just, oh, maybe he did or maybe he didn't. We haven't had any hard proof saying that he's been on the dark web. When the prosecutor himself, in fact, has been on the dark web, he should be able to tell the jury whether or not my client here has been. The prosecutor and the witness tried to present Dr. House here as impulsive, which maybe he is, in which case I would say that an impulsive person would not be able to plan out harvesting organs and selling them on the dark web. That's all I have to say.
This is abuse of power. This is abuse of power.
The defense rests.
Your Honor, your mouth is moving, but we don't hear anything.
I think he's
Why
asking.
can't I
Just,
talk and type at the same time?
Make a house a home.
Okay. All right. You know.
Oh my god.
That was something. All right. I will be letting the jury and the extended jury start their deliberations on this.
Okay, I just have one thing to say about it. Look at my drawing.
Your Honor, I'll hold him in contempt for that.
That's...
Let's see.
There's a character limit. I was gonna write a whole thing out, and then it wouldn't have made any sense. So y'all rock it with Dr. House? I miss those tweets.
As the ogre would say, guilty.
Whoa.
I'm getting scammed in chat.
Can't do that.
Oh no, it's a 50-50 split.
Hmm.
You're not...
It's cheating.
There I go. Not guilty.
Judge, can I just say? Oh, I can't add any more evidence. Fuck, that would have been so fun.
No, because you've already submitted 2 pieces of evidence that was thrown out.
Yeah, I had a credit card in here. I was gonna say that I had his credit card, but that's okay.
Well, it seems we have witnessed quite the battle today in this courtroom. There has been lots of accusations thrown out. There has been lots of evidence provided. There's been lots of twists and turns of events. Well, I'll definitely say we've had some mixed reactions today in this court. We have definitely seen some practices that have never been seen before. Even with a hung jury, that does not make this job easy. But with the evidence presented in front of me here today, I think there's only one correct answer, and that is
Oh no.
Dr. House. Say goodbye to your wife and kids.
Oh no! Not it.
No! He was trafficking them organs.
He was trafficking orans.
He was trafficking all the organs.
Damn.
Justice
the
is
better from you, Dr.
served.
Justice is served.
Rigged.
Not
I
gonna lie
could
to
have seen
you.
this coming.
Half of the witness stuff, I was halfway listening. I'm sleepy.
Yeah, that was my last game.
What if I don't wanna?
You must.
Eep.
Eep, eep.
Eepy.
Ah, good court, everybody.
Yeah,
Oh
good
my
court.
goodness.
Good court.
Good court.
Wow.
Wow.
I hate court. It's scary.
I like to draw pictures.
Well, it must be
Next time we play
nice.
this,
You
I
can
don't know
have
if it's
pictures
next week, but next time we play this, Lil, you have to be one of the three.
Okay. Okay.
I think we make her prosecutor.
I agree.
Oh God.
You gotta
All
be
right.
one of the three.
You have a good night, guys.
Bye,
Nice.
See you,
Brandon.
Brandon.
Night.
Bye.
And that's all I got for you tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching Court with Active. Why is this not going? There we go. Court with Active. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next stream. And as always, I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Expedition 33. And as always, I play with the guys, give with the guys.